And suddenly, the cook is on fire.
Apple wasn't way too hot in his stick. Apple wasn't way too hot in his stick. Apple wasn't way too hot in his stick.
Put the chicken in the box.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming in. Hello, look who's up here. We got Gil. Thank you. I haven't seen Gil, it seems like, in a month. I haven't seen you in a month, Gil.
3 weeks.
It's been
3
kind of
weeks.
crazy.
Oh, yeah. I've made several trips back and forth from Idaho to California. Yeah.
That's horrible.
And in about, well, next Friday, I'm going back again because the following week, on the Friday the following week, is the free cleanup by the city pays for, pays the garbage companies pick whatever you put out there in a pile, so long as it's under 50 pounds per item and it's bagged or bundled up so you can just toss it in. You can put it out there as much as you want. So we're cleaning house and yard. So, yeah, but I've made several 3 trips back and forth, and
hey, Green Granny, thank you for being here. Hey, Diggs. And I haven't been alive in about a week or so here because I was sick. I had the flu really bad, and it was horrible. And so I'm just now, like today, like really feeling better, like back to my original self. But oh my God, that was horrible. Never want to go through that again. That was really bad. So, but I am back, and I'm sorry. I've been kind of slacking. So I hadn't did any lives or anything like that. And I did do a live on Friday with Tammy because I'm committed. So you're working, Keith Kronk. Hey, Myra. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Diggs, thank you so much for coming here. So yeah, got some things coming up. Super excited. I have the food summit in Southern Ohio. So we'll be doing that. Tammy's coming to visit again, and we'll be staying here for a couple of nights, and just got a lot going on. Super excited. So, oh man, did you see that the heart bubbles? No, no, I don't see them. I don't see them at all. And when is the meetup? It's the 17th and 18th of June, I think. So if you want to come, Diggs, come. Because Tammy really wants to meet you. So that'd be cool. I didn't open it for everybody. If you want to come or whatever, it's up to you. You have to get a hotel. I don't have room for everybody here. I have one bedroom, extra bedroom. But it's just a lot of fun. We just get together. Yeah, and King Poobah wants to go fishing with Diggs. So I was trying to find the chat. I have a chat on Facebook about the meetup specifically, and I was trying to find it. Okay, here we go. The date for that specific date is, oh Lord. It's June 17th and 18th, so I was right. Okay, just wanted to verify.
Father's Day weekend.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. So oh, okay. Well, yeah, it's on Saturday and Sunday. So cool stuff. Tammy's here. Thank you for coming, Tammy. Appreciate it. Dude, my head hurts. Okay, so went to a little Boy Scout. It was like the end of the year meeting type thing deal. They had like a little picnic, and Fred got his first patch. I was so excited. It was
I got to do it right. I got to make sure it's a round of applause. The Boy Scout way of doing
it. So I was super excited for that, and I hope he really likes it and takes to it because I really want him to do it. So it's cool. And most of the kids there, or I say kids, adults there, I went to high school with or I knew at one point. So that's pretty cool too. So I already know people. So it's awesome. Hey, Tibor, thanks for coming in. Long time no see. So yeah, super exciting. Hey, Skinner. But anyway, I just been super busy. This last weekend was super busy for me, even when I didn't feel good. So it's just been crazy. But we are, this is my son's last week of school. So we'll be chilling for the rest of the summer. I can tell you that. I'm excited to just not have him go to school and bring home the sickness constantly. Like, we just need a break from being sick constantly and just a break in general. So it's going to be good. I thought I had something really awesome to tell you guys, and I really don't. Like, I can't, I don't think anything is happening. That's that exciting. Just like I'm putting up hay about 40 minutes ago. Oh, Lord. That's a job. Oh, thanks, Susie. Oh, yeah. So I have a video coming out. It'll be out tomorrow. I already edited it. But we expanded the garden, and I finally put the plants on that side of the garden. So, it's just been wild. It's just, I found out what's going on with my freaking rose bush, and I forgot to put stuff on it today, so I have to do it tomorrow before I go. Oh, I'm going on vacation this weekend. That's not really anything super exciting for you guys, though. But it's not really a vacation. I'm just going to Pennsylvania with my mom. We're going on a bus trip. I'm going to Lancaster, and we're going to see the play Moses. And she told me that there's a little bit of shopping, and we're visiting a farm. So where they milk cows. So I'm kind of excited about that. And so that's what I'll be doing this weekend. And I'm hoping it's going to be relaxing and fun because I haven't done anything like that in a while. 300 is a lot, Diggs. It's a lot.
He's got another 150 to do.
Ugh. I was digging out chickweed from the garden bed today. This past weekend, I took 3 kids tent camping for the first time. Oh, that's interesting. Tent camping, huh? I don't know. They have that plan for the scouts, tent camping and such. I don't know if I want to do that with my son yet. I don't know. Me and my son in a tent. Oh, I don't know.
Suggestion: if you do it, do not look at the side. Oh, it says 2-person tent. No, that's a 1-person tent. You get like the 5-person tent. That's a instant tent pop up. So that way, it's room for both of you in there, and all your supplies and everything else is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. When it was just my wife and I going on a scoutmaster and assistant scoutmaster going with the troop, we had a 5-man tent, and we just kept all our stuff in there. Of course, we also took a couple cots along to set our beds up on, so we're not sitting on the floor trying to get up out of after a night sleeping on the ground.
I don't know why, but I've just been so stressed out, and I don't know why. I think it's just because I've been super busy, and that's really good to hear, Skinner. We paid for 2 nights. I slept on the ground one night and was like, hell no, we're going home, but my body hurts. The sleeping pad I had was not good enough. Oh, I'm sorry. That's rough. My husband and I talked about it briefly about I've never been hardcore camping. Not really. My mom, we've been glamping. Like my mom never took us camping or anything like that. My mom is not an outdoorsy girl. So we just never went. I do like that kind of stuff. I've never had the opportunity. So
Yeah. When I was little, this was back in the early 60s. We'd go to Yosemite. My parents had a canvas tent, one of those green canvas tents that get really hot when the sun hit it. And so we would try to put it in the shady spot, but there would be 5 of us in there. And it was tight fit. My dad on one side, my mom on the other side, and me and my 2 brothers in the middle.
Yeah. But
probably the real first camping I did, I was like, 9. It was Scouts. And my dad set me up with what he used to do when he used to ride on the range. He used to go out riding the range, taking care of cattle and stuff like that. 2 wool blankets and a slicker roll. And you just set up there, you sleep 1 blanket under you, 1 blanket on top of you, and you're just out there under the stars and just. I wish my body could do that again. My body has all sorts of obscene sign languages to me whenever I think about that.
Oh man, I could just imagine what my hips would feel like afterwards. Because if I just lay the wrong way, just in a regular bed, I wake up and I can't move my hips. Like I can't move my legs. I feel so old, but it's just like I can't help it.
But as a Scoutmaster, one of the things I've had to do was because I got injured. I got 3 bulging discs, 2 protruding discs, and there's a company called Teton that has an oversized cot. It's a decent size. It's a big cot, and it also has a pad for it that goes on it that rolls up. That's about that thick, and it locks onto the cot. And that's what I was having to use the last 3 or 4 years. I was camping with the Scouts.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
I don't mind going. I wouldn't mind going camping, and that doesn't bother me. I'm not I'm not a super girly girl, so camping like that with only what you can carry, it wouldn't bother me like that. I'm not, but I just have never done it before, So, but yeah, I would like to, go camping. Just never done it. Chris got 3 garden beds up on our 3 days off. Sorry, I'm drinking beer, so I burped. 3 days off, been cleaning up the yard, and we got the chickens out for the past 3 days. They're going out and coming back in rough, but they love it once they're out. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. They'll get used to that. And when the sun starts to go down, they'll automatically go back to their coop. They should, unless they're a Polish hen. And for some reason, Polish hens are really dumb and they can't help it. I think it's because they can't see. And I think Silkies are probably the same way. So if you have a Silkie or a Polish hen, you know what I'm talking about. Hammock tent is the way to go when you get old. No cold, hard ground with sticks. Yeah.
I can't sleep in a hammock. A hammock, I would need to be taken to the hospital.
Your back can't handle.
Because my back and stuff can't handle it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can share this here. Share.
I got a hammock chair now. I just need the actual hammock. Oh, that's cool. That's my plan, Tammy. Easier to deal with in a pack, too. Shorter folks can use the surplus jungle hammock. Yeah, I'm only 5 foot, so I'm sure there's not a problem there. Boom! Look at this.
This is it. It comes in three different sizes, and yeah, it folds up, and this is come on. So this is the extra large cot, and I'm going to see if I can get that video to play again. Let me go back here and get the video to play on it here. And they're going to show it there. But, yeah, okay, yeah, that locks in good, goes up quick. And, yeah, it's fabulous. And then what goes on top of this is this pad here. And this is also the extra large one, too. And I have the extra large sleeping bag that's the same, so it fits and everything. So as I'm tossing and turning, I don't get bound up in it. And it is absolutely fabulous with the with it. And yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Zombie Preppa's in the house. Thanks for coming in, Zombie. Tonight, Courtney, was hilarious. We had two that went in on their own, and the rest of them just stood at the bottom of the ramp, panic screaming until me and Chris rescued them and put them to bed. That is hilarious. Yeah. You guys are so cute with your chickens. You guys are first-time chicken parents.
Tammy, that's not glamping. That's medical necessity camping. Glamping is the one where they have the RVs with the AC and.
Yeah, I've only ever done glamping. I stayed in a cabin once, only because my dad did business with the campground, and so we got a free night stay, and that's the only way my mom would camp.
Tibor, there's no middle crossbar. If you notice, it dropped down, so there's that you can it's that this much clearance all the way from the bars to it. There's no middle bar to touch your back or anything on it.
Thanks for showing the cot setup. Looks like both the cot and the pad is about $300. I thought about getting one. Yeah, I mean, if you camp all the time, I guess it pays off to invest in some good equipment. And one of them is what you will be sleeping in, because you don't want to be miserable all night.
If you're miserable that night, you're going to be miserable all day.
Yeah. My fantasy has always been to do white water rafting and then camp on the side. I've always wanted to do that. But I don't want to do like level 5 rapids or some shit like that. Like, I'm not into that. I just want to do some like rafting.
Grand Canyon.
Is it?
Tours down the Grand Canyon. They got the boats and stuff, and you go down there, and it's all set up and you camp along the side as you go down. Yeah. And it's the best of both worlds.
Yeah, I just don't want to be like, I'm not a hardcore rafter. Like, you won't see me out there battling the white water. That's just not me. But I do love canoeing and stuff like that. I just think it would be super fun to do that and then camp on the side. And so I actually had a trip planned a long time ago to do it in West Virginia. And it was real simple, but I got a job offer and I had to cancel it. So, but I've always wanted to do it. I thought about reserving one of those dry cabins in the state parks, but those bunk beds mattresses probably suck. Yeah, they probably do.
If they're on the old-fashioned twin suck, but if you bring your own pad to put on top of it, gives you a little bit better feeling for it.
Corky, the outfitters there will take care of you. Oh, I'm sure. There's like, there's guides and stuff. And
I've seen some of the rafts going down the Grand Canyon there. They got like 12, 16 people per raft. These are big rafts. and they got 3 guys on there that are running it. The professionals that are running it to make sure you don't go bloop.
Yeah.
But
I think that'd be rough if you fell in. I've yet to fall in. Even if we went canoeing or something. Oh my God. If I was in, that's what creeps me out. Because when you go to those ponds and lakes and stuff that we've been in, if I were to tip over in that, I would probably die. Not just probably germaphobe, because I am terrified. Like I live in Pond Central where I live. I have ponds across the street, ponds next door, ponds. This entire street is just swampy pond land, right? So the other day, or maybe a month or so ago, my neighbor saw a huge snapping turtle coming out of one of those ponds, and it was humongous. I don't even know how I'd feel if I was in a pond knowing that thing was swimming for my feet. Like, ugh.
You would be walking on water getting out of there.
That would be horrible. And that's immediately what I think about when I go to those lakes and stuff. Like, I'm terrified of the ocean as well. So it's not just, and it's beautiful. I think it's gorgeous. It's just when I'm in the ocean, I never turn my back. I'm always like looking out. I never turn back and face the beach, just because you never know. Like, you could have your back turns, and before you know it, like, great white comes up, and yeah, exactly. And that freaks me out. Or a jellyfish. I don't know what would be worse, jellyfish pain or shark pain.
Shark pain, because jellyfish pain, if you get out of there, there's there's different things you put on to soothe it. Problem is with shark pain, you get out of it, it's like, all right, where's the rest of my leg?
Yeah, where's the rest of my leg? That's horrible. Horrible. Pond Placid. Yeah. By the way, that movie is so funny because of Betty White. She made that movie. She played the crazy woman who was feeding the alligators. She was perfect. And what's funny is Betty White was a huge animal advocate and loved animals. And so for her to play that role, it was just so perfect. It was just perfect for her.
I wasn't going to say that, Tammy, but yeah, you pee on the jellyfish stings.
Ugh. Cool. It's a great experience to raise baby chicks, Ginger Ninja. Yes, you love it. It's fun. They're just so little and they're so stinking cute. What's really fun is raising the bantam ones, especially the Polish. I always say how stupid Polish chickens are, but they're so cute. And you can always tell like which one is Polish right from the get-go because they are born with the poof. They look like they have Q-tips as heads. And they're so little. They're absolutely adorable. So if you get a chance to get some Polish hens, they have much personality. It's so beautiful where you live, my kind of heaven. Yeah, I absolutely love it here. I just got a really nice pair of water shoes for $15. That's cool. I don't have any water shoes or anything like that. I guess I should but I don't think water shoes are going to protect me from a shark. And honestly, I don't think they're going to protect you from a freaking snapping turtle either.
I don't know. If you slipped on my brother's water shoes, ain't nothing getting within 50 feet of you under that water. Fish are going to come floating to the surface.
Hey, Uga, thank you for coming in, sweetie.
CB is in the house.
CB.
Myra Page, yes, Star is in India, the southern portion of India.
Huh?
Myra Page was asking if Star Homestead India was in India.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, he's in India, the southern portion, and it's hot there all the time.
Yeah. He didn't have any power, and he had a little teeny fan. I saw that. It's like, Okay, so Sunday here, it's supposed to be like 90 degrees. We don't have air conditioner hooked up yet. So I'm like, but I now realize that I'm probably not going to be here for that. Maybe I'll be here Sunday evening. So I'll enjoy a little bit of air conditioning at the bus, on the bus, and in the hotel. So I'm kind of excited to go on this trip with my mom. So I'm just really excited to go. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we need a trip together. So this will be perfect. Yeah, it was 86. Yeah, tell me about it. I was outside. My husband was so nice. He watered all the plants before we left for scouts. But yeah, we've been watering. The plants by the end of the day look so wilted. It's so ridiculous. So we've just been watering, doing what we can. This mom house, no, my mom's, she has a window unit, but it's still hot. Like, it's not. Yeah,
Stephanie's here.
I grew up without air conditioning, so I can live with it. It's just, my hair looks like crap and my face always looks sweaty.
We didn't have air conditioning until, so I was born in 57, so it was about 71 is the first house we had that had air conditioning as a swamp cooler.
Oh. Yeah, they have those all out west, swamp coolers. I'm just going to Pennsylvania, and I'm going to Lancaster. We're going on a small trip to the Sight and Sound Theater. They used to have a play there back in the day. My mom always wanted to take me. It's a Bible story talking about the Great Flood. And I think it's actually called Noah, but I'm not sure what the play is specifically called. That one. But they don't have it anymore. So she is taking me to see Moses, which is fine. But the other one had a bunch of animals in it, which I would have really liked to have seen. But it's okay. I think it's near Hershey, Pennsylvania, to be honest. But I'm just excited. I like going on little trips like this. And I've been on tons of little bus trips. One specifically, I went to Jamestown, New York, where I got to see, I'm a huge Lucy fan. I Love Lucy fan. So I got to see where she grew up, where she lived, where her studio was. I got to see her museum, where she's buried. I got to see a bunch of stuff. So I'm just into little trips like that. I blame thyroid for being a wimp about too hot or cold. Works for me. Enjoy hanging out with your mom. Yes, I will. I really needed this trip with my mom. We had a trip planned like 5 years ago to go to Nova Scotia. And she had a cruise and everything. And then I got pregnant. So by the time the trip was getting ready to go, I was already like 6-7 months pregnant and they wouldn't let me on the ship. So that kind of sucks because I really wanted to go to Nova Scotia because it was like a history type tour. And they took you to Boston, Nova Scotia, like they kind of took you up the coast. So I didn't get a chance to go, but someday.
All right, Joe is in here.
Joe! What's up?
Joe, my wife sent me a text today. It came today. She got the kit. It came. Woo-hoo. So she has the kit there, and she's thinking about if she ever gets a chance to breed, she's going to try to do it.
Just enjoy it, Tibor. It's something a woman has to have. They like that stuff. So just enjoy it. Weed whack around it. Be happy.
Hey, for my wife, for her butterfly plants and stuff, it's in an area we put down weed blocker and then planted the plants there. So there's no weeding around it. No mowing around it. In fact, the house in California has not had a lawnmower there like 12 years.
Wow.
Everything's a garden
Yeah.
or concrete. And the concrete has all these big pots on the concrete everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, so I figured out what was wrong with my rose bush. I have worms. There's worms all over it. They're like eating my leaves like you wouldn't believe. And here I thought it was my problem. Like I thought maybe I was watering it too much, or I thought maybe something was going on. So today I'm like doing a video and I'm looking at my leaves a little closer. I flip one upside down to see what's going on, and there's 5 little miniature worms on it.
Mm.
They were like microscopic, you know. They were so small, and I'm like, those little jerks, they're eating my rose bush. I was so pissed. I'm like, I gotta get these suckers. So I immediately took that rose leaf and like threw it away, like clipped it off, threw it away. But I need to powder that sucker or do something.
There's a soap. It's not Dawn. It's another soap that's made for using on plants. And so you just mix that up and you spray it around, you know, and that takes care of a lot of pests. You want to do it in a time of day when you don't see any ladybugs out there or any beneficial insects. And what my wife does, she used one of my pump sprayers. That way she can spray the bottom of the leaves.
Yeah.
Because the ladybugs go on top and the bad bugs go on the bottom. So she sprays the bottoms of the leaves.
Yeah, so many people tell me that they use Sevin dust on their rose bushes. And I'm scared to do that. And I'll tell you why. Because I just saw a really friendly bug on my other rose bushes. What are they called? A leaf. They have see-through. They're a fly-like creature, but they have see-through see-through wings. God, I can't think of the name right now.
And they're kind of green. They're kind of green.
Yeah, they're green.
Body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can't think of their name right now, but they're really good to have around because they eat aphids. So I was thinking if I put Sevin dust out on things, I'm going to kill the good bugs. I'm going to kill, you know, so I have to be really careful what I do. So I'm thinking, Dawn dish soap or neem oil or something like that. BT is what I was going to use on the rose bush and kill those suckers.
Tammy said it, lace wings.
Lace wings. Thank you. And for some reason I was doing research because I had literally just not even 2 weeks ago took a class on good and bad bugs in the garden. And I just the guy was literally talking about those, and they're really weird bugs. They have these egg sac things and they hang. It almost looks like alien. And then they hatch and then the lace wings come out. And they're just really weird looking. So I was doing some research on Google, and apparently they're a really rare bug to find. And my one rose bush was just covered in them. And I was like, this is so weird. I'm like, if it's
they're
that rare.
They're going to probably start eating those worms and stuff.
I hope so. They need to get on it. Because, But yeah, thanks for mentioning that. Lace wings, that's what they are. For those of you who don't know, maybe I can look it up real quick so you guys can see them. Lace wings. Yeah, and they're actually super small. I was not expecting them to be, I thought they were bigger. I understand. Don't show me this warning again, for God's sakes. Okay, now. Lace wings, share. This is what they look like. And that's what their eggs look like. They look like something from a horror movie. or something. I don't know. But anyway, I saw thousands of these suckers all over my rose bush. And so they're really, really beneficial to have in your garden. So if you see them, don't kill them. Don't freak out. They're supposed to do the right thing. And I'm not sharing anymore. There we go. The surround is also organic. Interesting. I don't kill katydids. They scare human visitors from the city. Okay, back having some net issues here. Oh, sorry, Diggs. That sucks. Missed Sunday fun day. Yeah, a lot of people did. I did. Yeah, that sucks that there was no Sunday fun day, but he has to do what he has to do. What are those small white butterfly things? They're horrible. They're bad, bad, bad. It's not a butterfly. It's a moth. And it's the cabbage moth. What they'll do is they'll lay eggs on your lettuces, on your cabbage leaves, on, you know, and then the caterpillars will come out and they will eat all of your good stuff. It's horrible. I saw 2 of them today. Ugh. And one of them was in my kohlrabi, which kohlrabi is like a cabbage. Yes, you can neem oil them. DE, you can put DE in there. But I think BT would be the best. I was thinking, I gotta get my organic bug repellent stuff on track here. DE probably wouldn't work for caterpillars because they're not hard shelled. DE has to have, like, they're for the hard shell type of bugs. So if you use DE, more than likely you're also going to kill ladybugs. So just an FYI, be careful when you use DE. Always use it at night as well, because if you do it during the day, pollinators could get in there and you could kill bees. So just be careful with that. But yeah, I like to use garlic spray. I use that a lot. Flamethrower, that'll work if you don't mind, you know, roasting all of your cabbage. But yeah.
Okay. I was looking up what a katydid is, or katydid. They aren't known to be dangerous to humans or other pets. They may damage young plants, but generally won't cause serious damage to your gardens. Some types of them, mostly in tropic regions, eat smaller insects and may help deter other critters from invading your garden.
No, Moon. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I totally thought about you yesterday. I sat down in one of my chairs outside, and there was this jumping spider right next to me, and I wasn't scared of it. I just kind of let it do its own thing. My husband's like, that thing is going to jump on you. It's going to jump on you. And I'm like, I'm not scared. And so I got up because I didn't want to kill it. And there was a gnat, and I watched this thing in action. It jumped on this gnat and took it down. It was like the coolest thing. I wish I had it on video camera because it was like National Geographic's. But it was so cool. Yeah, it just like pounced on it. It was cool. But yeah, I'm really come to appreciate jumping spiders. I think they're super cool. Now, it touching me is a different story. I don't want them touching me. I like to look at them from a distance. I just think they're super cool. They do look like little mini tarantulas. They're like so little and they're so small.
And they need to stay 15 feet away from the house.
Yeah, they don't need to be, you know, on me. Yeah, he wasn't going to bite me. He was my friend. He was just chilling. He liked the chair too. The chair was blue. It was his color. But yeah, no, it was cool. And, yeah, I totally respect them. And it was only this big. Now I've seen bigger ones. But this thing was like a little jumping spider. And so, I was like, oh my gosh, Moon loves these things. So, and it had a white back. It was really interesting colors. It was neat. Looked like a mini tarantula. If it's a bold jumping spider, then they are harmless. They bite humans while they are sleeping. Yeah, they probably do. But I'm not allergic, so we're good.
Yeah.
I am a baby with spiders. I scream from yeah, I do not like the hairy ones. You will not catch me around a wolf spider. I was picking weeds from this front section one time, and I pulled away some rocks, and there was one of those trap spiders in there, and it was huge. It looked like a tarantula. It was scary, and it was shaking really bad, like I pissed it off. And I was like, ah! I didn't go near the front of the house after that. I said, I'm not pulling those weeds. That spider was huge.
Okay. Interesting thing about jumping spiders. Most jumping spiders are not poisonous to humans. They are poisonous to other things, but most of them are not poisonous to humans. Especially given that most of these spiders are likely to run away from people than attack them. So if it bites you in your bed because it's climbed into your bed, you roll over on it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so most jumping spiders are not poisonous to humans.
Yeah, I just won't do, and even tarantulas. Tarantulas are not poisonous. They're not venomous. They will leave a nasty bite, but they aren't venomous. Now, there are certain spiders I'm terrified of and stuff like that. I won't go near them. And I was so lucky to go into a pet store, and I actually saw the bird tarantula, what they call it, the bird eater. That thing was literally the size of my face. I definitely would not have that as a pet. Yeah, the ugly ones, the hairy ones, little brown, whatever, those things freak me out. I hate to see them. One time, and I thought this was so weird, and I wanted my husband to save it so bad. I got an orb. I love orb weavers. I think orb weaver spiders are just the coolest. I don't want them touching me, but they're really cool. And they're really great to have in your garden. There was one in my house, just like hanging out. It had to have came on some wood or something like that, bringing in wood for the fire. But it was just chilling. I was like, how did an orb weaver get in here? I'm like, they just like bugs and stuff. And it even set up his web and everything, like with the crooked thing down the center. And I'm like, and it was only this big. It was like this littlest orb weaver I've ever seen. And I was like, this thing has to go outside. So we put him in the greenhouse where he belongs. But yeah, they're pretty cool, the orb weavers, and they have like all different kinds of orb weavers. I particularly like the banana spider. I think he's pretty cool when he comes into the garden, but I have yet to see one in my garden. They normally just like hang out in windows and stuff.
There is a bunch of I've been looking at the jumping spiders. They are freaky looking. These are all little ones and stuff, but they're and I said the one spot here now says if it does bite you, it resembles like a mosquito bite, and it's not likely to puncture the skin. If it punctures the skin, it'll hurt no more than a bee sting.
Yeah.
Hey, bee stings hurt. I don't care, but
yeah. I don't know. I think jumping spiders are cool. I just don't. I don't really like to harm anything, or harm insects that much. I'm kind of like, I don't know. But jumping spiders are really cool. And there's this one jumping spider that's rainbow colored. Have you seen it? Are you going to show it? You probably.
I got it. I got a bunch of these different ones.
Yeah.
I mean,
look how cute they are. It's like, hey, what's up, guys? It's going down. They're just all of them are different.
Yeah.
There's
one different sizes too. Like this, the one here, the little black one, that looks like the ones about the size of what we have around here. Actually, that may be a little large for the ones we have around here, but the little black ones like that, and there's all over the lawn.
Yeah, I see those wolf spiders all the time, and I'm good. I don't need those in my life. There is one jumping spider that is so cool. I see it. It's like rainbow colored. And I don't know if they're around here or if they're like some kind of tropical jumping spider, but they're pretty awesome.
I mean, look at the eyes on this one here in the middle row here on
Yeah.
the far right. I mean, it's just like
That one looks like it could be a cartoon. It could be a cartoon character. They're so cute.
Yeah.
And I never used to say that about spiders. I used to like seriously hate spiders.
that looks like the ones we have around here,
Yeah.
except they're a little bit more black than it is. It doesn't have so much white fuzz on it.
But they're pretty cool. And I like the way they attack their prey. They're just like the way they attack is so funny. And they're so small. They're just like, bam, I got you, sucker. Super cool. Oh, Rebel likes Daddy Longlegs. Most spiders here in the house, I will kill it. Those jumping spiders, though, I'll take outside. They're actually entertaining. Yeah, they are. They are pretty entertaining. Thanks for coming in, Star. I see green spiders on neem trees, short, stubby, cute ones that I feed houseflies to.
Interesting thing about daddy longlegs, their bite is more poisonous to a human than a black widow. However, the way their mandibles are and stuff, they can't bite. They can't get at you to bite.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but they're great for killing black widows because it's just the right size to lock onto the black widow and other spiders like that.
Star, I was having issues. I was in Chris Wyatt's chat earlier, and it just completely kicked me out. YouTube app did. So I was having trouble with my app earlier too, and I just restarted it and then came back in. But yeah, there's been some technical issues. Yes, they will take down prey 3 times their size. Yeah, they're just freaking cool. They're kind of mighty. Somebody needs to make a cartoon about the mighty jumping spider. That would be a really cool book for kids.
I can just see him doing something like PJ Masks with the spiders.
So cool. But yeah, my husband's like, whoa, did you just see that spider take down that gnat? It like totally pounced on it. I was like, I just think they're cool. Like, but yeah. So I got a lot of work to do. That's another thing. I think that's another reason why I was so stressed out. I got a lot of work to do in the garden. I got rhubarb I need to harvest. I got all these herbs that I need to cut back. I just have a lot of work to do out there, and it's just going to get worse because I planted all my cucumbers and all that stuff. So things are just going to keep getting worse and worse, and I'm going to get busier and busier and busier. Doesn't the female jumping spider kill the male if she doesn't like him? I think that's them.
Well, the female black widow, hence the name black widow, does kill the male after mating, just like the praying mantis does the same thing. You know, guys, we don't stand a chance. You know, we like humans and not insects.
So is that why I like the jumping spider? Subconsciously, I had no idea, or maybe I did have an idea. I don't know.
Watch out, Dustin.
I really, really like praying mantises. I released, because of Garden State Gardener, I released like 800 of them in my garden last year because he bought me their, sacks or whatever they're called. Look up Lucas the jumping spider. Oh, I'll have to. That's cute. Insect World doesn't like their man folk. Yeah, you know what? Okay. The insect world, for that reason, is very interesting. However, in the bird world, females lose out on everything. They don't look good. They always are the ones to lay the eggs. That sucks. And they're just,
Look at it a different way, though, Courtney. it's the males trying to look good for the female. The female, well, no, I don't like him. No. All right, that one looks good. Come on.
Well, maybe, but usually the males in the chicken world look
Yeah.
the best. They're always like, because so I think the females got the short end of the stick. Yeah, they
But
made.
look at it this way too, because the males are so colorful and stuff. They're more apt to be the prey. The predators are more apt to go after them.
Yeah. Hey, Idaho. Thank you for coming in, sweetie. Female birds are ugly ones, especially the poor female cardinal. I know. Okay, oh my God. This is freaking great, man. This excited me. I really love birds. I am a bird watcher. This is free. My husband got this app. It's Merlin something or another. And you record all around you. And it will tell you what birds are there. And it will give you bird calls as well. So we were sitting outside and he turned it on the cardinal. And when he did that, we literally got a cardinal to come in. A male cardinal came up and was sitting above where we were sitting. It called him in. I was so excited. The male cardinal is so beautiful. And then it roosted on top of the garage. And we were just sitting there watching it. It was so cool. My husband's like, in bird language, he's probably like a female, like thinking that there's a female around and there's no female. So we totally tricked this cardinal into coming in. But it was so cool. And that app is so neat. When my turkeys gobble in the back, it says it's an American turkey, like wild turkey. It's so funny. Speaking of which, if you haven't seen my shorts on my turkeys, it's freaking hilarious. We have 2 wild males that are coming in like 2 days after turkey season, by the way. These 2 huge males come out of the woods and they're starting to pick fights with my males. And I had white feathers everywhere, like they were scuffling. And I was like, oh, hell no, don't be getting my Rico and my Suave. But they came out and I got video of them. So check them out and check out the one's beard. The one's beard is like so big. It's literally like all the way to the ground. It is so freaking cool. For those that hunt, I think wild turkey is the coolest thing. Like I've always wanted a wild turkey on my wall, like have the beard and the feathers and like, yeah, so freaking cool. While I totally respect turkeys in the wild. I think they're just super cool. Hey, Marshmallow Man, thanks for coming in. Yeah, thanks, guys. Nice. I used to get the owls going at night. Yeah, I have one. What's the one that does who cooks for you? I can't remember. Hey, Chipper. Chipper. Thanks for being a member, Chipper. And thanks for lurking. I can't remember which owl that was, but I hear it when I have the windows open upstairs. Hey, Grammy Karen, thanks for coming in. And I get scared because I'm afraid that owl is going to eat my chickens. Yeah.
So when is Fred's last day of school?
It is tomorrow. And then we're having a giant picnic on next Tuesday for like the entire class. And it's held in a park. So we'll be going there. Yeah, you can come up, Lewis. Sorry, I'm kind of an airhead. So you just have to be real obvious with me. I don't do good with hints or anything like that. If you want to come up, I'll give you the link. Anybody. Just say, hey, I want the link. Just have to show your face. Lots of owls here. We have lost some chickens, but we have hawks and coyotes. Yeah. I have a red-tailed hawk that I hear constantly, and it rests in those apple trees right where the chickens are. And yeah, it ticks me off. Like I go out there sometimes and just like hang around a little bit to try and deter it from to go away. But yeah, hey.
Hey.
Joe, did you ever get that second package?
No, never got the second package.
But all right, so the first one is one that said had the one for staff sergeants rainbows.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the rainbow charred one. Okay.
Hey, Lewis.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it is,
Hey.
Diggs. Hard owl. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name of it. Hey, what's up, Lewis?
Not much. Not much.
Not going on for a week and a half. I feel like, wow, what's going on? Gail's been in California. I didn't have my Sunday fun day. Everybody's been off a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like, what's going on? I feel like I haven't been on for the longest time.
Yeah, I feel like that's
Yeah.
the same with me as well because I hadn't been on. But by the way, having the flu was not cool. Like I wasn't. Nobody around me was really sick from the flu, and I really thought it was food poisoning of some sort. But I was trying to figure out what the hell I ate. I'm like, what did I eat? Like, I don't know. And then then my husband started getting symptoms that I had. But he didn't get it as bad as me. So I was like, this has to be the flu. And it was horrible. Like, I felt so weak. I thought for sure I was going to have to go to the emergency room because I was super dehydrated and my kidneys were starting to hurt. And I drank 5 Gatorades and I drank 3 bottles of water and I took some Advil. And I was like, I can't stand this any longer. I'm not going to be dehydrated. It was horrible, but I couldn't eat. I couldn't even watch anybody eating on TV. I was like, it was just making me sick. It was horrible. And then
when I get sick, I'm the worst. I don't want to be around anybody. I don't want to. Please get me something to drink. Give me my Gatorade. I'm not moving.
Horrible.
I just do not move.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm a typical wuss as a guy when you get sick.
Yeah. I don't take it very well getting sick either. And yeah, usually my mental state also gets affected when I'm sick as well. And I'm really emotional and it's almost like I'm super pissed off that I'm sick. Like I shouldn't be sick. I got stuff to do, but I can't do anything because I'm sick. Oh, it's horrible. It's horrible.
When I got back from California, I looked at the front yard. It's like, holy crud. I mean, the grass is in some areas is like 18 inches tall. And it was down like this when I left.
Wow.
And just,
It's still chilly.
2 weeks
It is that time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, out on the
Yeah, it is that time of the year, Gil.
Yeah, well, on the other side of the shop where there was nothing growing at all out there. It's almost 3 feet high of the oats that are out there. I mean, it's just like, okay, I need to get a cow out here to start eating this.
It's been chilly in New Jersey. At night, it's been in upper 40s. So it's great. I tell you what, Jersey Shore Ubering this weekend, it was freaking great. And the girls, they buy these, the tube tops, right? Well, the girls don't know how to wear the tube tops because they just bought them for the summer and they haven't tried them on yet. So the girls are just constantly playing with their boobs. I've seen at least 3 or 4. At least 3 or 4 sets of boobs.
I would just like to be the fly on the wall when you Uber these chicks around. I just want to be the fly on the wall and watch these reactions and watch these women because it's freaking hilarious to people watch. I'm sure these women are just wonderful to have in the back of your Uber.
It's freaking great. It really, it's like, I'm not a pervert, but maybe I am.
No, you aren't. It's just these girls are just, it's the beach and they're out there. That doesn't make you a pervert.
And you know what? It's the beginning of summer and these girls they don't wear anything. It's freaking out. I'm like, oh my God. I can't even imagine if I was 21.
Lord.
Well, I just went out.
We can see you still.
I wonder what happened.
We can still see you, Joe.
Yeah, we can still see you. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, there we go.
Been the same here, Joe. Nighttime. Yeah, the nighttime temperatures ain't bad. In fact, I have my door locked, but I have it open and I have the fan going. So it'll get pretty cool in here. And I feel like good for sleeping. When it's like 90 and miserable in the house, like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I've been sleeping outside on my back couch on the back deck for the last couple of nights.
Mm.
The weather here has been really weird. I mean, it's like, let's see here, to refresh. Earlier it was 71 here. Okay, it's 69 degrees outside. It's been raining since about 7 o'clock our time. So for the last hour and a half, it's been raining out there, maybe a little bit earlier than that. And it's, and same thing last night. And then of course it will get thunder and rain during the night. And so in the morning, I can't mow anything. And then I got to go, by the time the lawn dries out, I got to go across the street and watch the grandkids until my daughter gets home from work. And when I'm walking back from that and go, okay, I'm going to mow, all of a sudden it's like, oh, crud, it's starting to sprinkle. So I can't even mow this week because it's, the way it's raining, but it's warm. The temperatures this week is warm all week, up in the 70s. But it's raining just about, it is raining every day through next Wednesday.
Wow.
Outdoor Eco, thank you for being here. And I'm sorry that you have to go back to bed or go to bed, but I'm glad you popped in. Thank you for showing your support. And thank you for being a member. I appreciate it.
We haven't had rain in New Jersey for almost a month.
Yeah, we haven't had any in a couple of weeks.
Same thing for my wife
same
in
here.
California. She goes, she would love to have the rain we're getting up here. Because out, her garden, she has a couple of garden beds. She has to water it every day. Or some of them she only has to do it every other day. But if it was raining, then everything would be great.
So I finally start my fourth part of my garden this Saturday. I'm so excited. I still have about 30, 40 tomatoes put in. So it'll be around 110 tomatoes. And then I'll start my peppers, hot peppers.
Nice.
So I'm so excited. A little late to the game, but it's hot pepper. It's not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to go eat some, Pepper X or something. Come on, I need more Pepper X. So, Gil, how was your trip?
Tiring.
Oh,
So I made like 3 trips back and forth. A lot of stuff up here. We piled a lot of stuff, cleaned a lot of stuff out of my mom's old granny unit we had in back. Cleaned out all the scout stuff that where the scouts were keeping stuff, but they all decided they want to buy new equipment, and so they had a little fundraiser, and they said, "Oh, you can do whatever you want with that." So we piled all the scout stuff down by the front of the driveway there by the sidewalk. In 3 days, it was gone. All sorts of stuff we've been piling down, cleaning up stuff, getting rid of stuff, and I did bring back my mom's oak file cabinet, and then on the 9th, the 10th. Hang on, let me take a look at the date here. Okay, on the 9th, I'm going back to California again, and that trip coming back, I'm going to bring my mom's roll top oak desk back up here. So I'll be able to show you an oak desk sitting right over there in the room. But there's a lot of stuff we're just getting out of there so that just trying to get everything cleaned up and ready so that when my wife decides to pull the trigger, we just have to load up a couple of U-Haul trailers and move the rest of the stuff up here.
There you go.
Yeah.
A little bit at a time.
Mm-hmm. She's thinking about possibly later this summer, taking the cargo trailer down there and loading up our china cabinet and bringing it up here. 27 boxes of china we have, and setting it up here and getting that out of the house down there.
I can't wait to see the garden videos with your wife. That's gonna be great. That's gonna be great addition.
Well, hopefully next time when I'm down there, I'll be able to get her. Oh, actually, I do have a video. I just got to edit it where I was picking strawberries, and there was a ton of strawberries, and she came over and she started helping me pick strawberries and stuff. But so I do have proof of life, and in the video she goes, "Hi, Jay," because Jay was demanding proof of life. But yeah, it's just there was she's planted a couple tomatoes, like 2-3 tomatoes, a couple other plants, and that's it. Everything else that's growing new is from seeds. I counted something like 40 sunflowers that were from seeds, and she has about 50 potato plants that were from potatoes she missed when she was harvesting potatoes. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff that most of the stuff there is from natural seeding that's growing up. She has no peas this year, no squash,
that
no
sucks.
Swiss chard or rainbow chard this year, but she does have the one rhubarb that's been dying back and comes back up again. So I think it's on its third year now. But and she said I brought up 24 strawberry plants to plant out here, and every time I try to go out there and start doing something, it starts raining. So at least they're not being baked. They're still doing fine in their little pots and everything.
Courtney, how many hot peppers is Dustin ground?
Honestly, I can't really remember. Maybe about 20. Not that many.
That's all you need.
Yeah.
Don't need more than that.
Yeah. How many are you doing this year?
It's probably going to come around 550.
Wow. That's a lot.
So
yeah,
I had some that died, and I still got to count.
And that was a lot to keep track of. So I can't even imagine 500. Like, that's crazy. But
now, are you going into a side business of producing pepper spray?
Hey, I'm down the Jersey Shore. It could be a really good acid for a lot of people.
yeah, dogs will eat. I don't know if you watch James Bergoni or whatever from New Jersey. Like, he has a dog named Tuck, and Tuck eats everything from the garden, including carrots. He loves carrots, and my dog will go into the garden and steal a tomato right off the vine. She has been known to do that. She is not allowed in the garden because of that reason. So yeah, dogs will eat pretty much anything from the garden.
He only lives about 15 minutes away from me.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out, hey, go to the door. Avon calling. How you doing? Oh, wow, you got quite the garden.
Yeah, he has a really awesome setup. Took the chicken tractor thing as a model for portable strawberry boxes to keep those damn squirrels from stealing them. Yeah. I planted a ton of wild strawberries in my food forest, and I never see the actual strawberry ever. Yeah, the animals just kind of take over.
Hey, welcome in, Shadow.
Yeah, thank you for coming in, Shadow. I know it has to be, I don't know what time there in Sweden, but I'm sure it's really early or really late.
Early. Yeah, I was just thinking about that joke I made about pepper spray there, Joe. Actually, if you make a really flavorful salsa, you can eat it or you can spray your attacker with it.
I'm really looking forward to making powders, hot pepper powders, and saving seeds, and more take a. I really want to do like a history of the plant and see how it grows, take notes and all that kind of stuff, and see if I really want to grow it again. Because gradually, I do like to sell my own seeds as a little side hustle.
Yeah.
But I got to learn about the plant first before I even do that. Too many of these companies, they think they could just go in and, oh, I got this pepper. What does it taste like? I have no idea. It's hot. How does it grow? Well, you put your fertilizer and water, it grows. I don't know. You really got to take your notes and see how the plants really grow. I don't want a plant that's going to grow like this, this big. I want to grow a plant that's really going to grow.
Yeah.
Because certain kind of peppers are only made for certain types of, one pepper might be just like a canned pepper. It can't grow outside in the ground. So not all peppers could do that. So it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. I swear I saw a beaver today driving over a bridge. I thought it was a beaver. I don't know. Interesting. Yeah, I thought I saw one the other day too, and I thought I saw it hit on the road. I was very upset. I was like, no, there's a beaver hit on the road. I was so upset.
At first time when I read that, I thought I saw a beaver today driving over a bridge. I said, what, a beaver was driving? What?
So, Lewis, how's your garden doing?
I've got my onions they're doing really good. My potatoes are starting to poke through, some of them. My strawberries, they've got flowers. They're doing good. Some of my herbs are doing good. My elderberries, they're doing good. My pepper plants, my pot plants, they're coming back. My pomegranates, they're doing good.
Do you have any beavers over by you, Lewis?
Yeah, there's a few. We use dynamite on them. Yeah, they
see if CB catches what I was saying there.
We're fine.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of fun.
Yeah, where we tend to find them, they're is in the farm, like the farmers up here. They have tile systems, ditches, and sometimes they've got like ditches in the middle of their fields strategically for the weeping tiles to drain out to the, and sometimes from the little creeks they'll put their drainage system into, and that's where we find a lot of the beavers in the dams there, and so we get some homemade dynamite.
Oh, Star.
Well, I had no idea, Star.
I'm just going to pretend I don't know what that is.
It goes back up to the comment that CB made that beavers can't drive, or beavers don't drive.
Oh,
They do call Uber though, don't they, Joe?
Oh, yes, they do.
Bad Gill.
Oh, they're all. So I had one girl that was passed out in the back, and she's like laying there like this, like halfway naked, and I'm like, because you can't help anybody today. You can't help them. You can't help them to the door. You don't. There's nothing you can do. You just say, "Hey, wake up! You are there." My new thing is just drive them right to the police station. If they don't wake up at the house, just take them to the police station. Let them take care of it. because you really just can't help. It's so sad in today's society that you can't help anybody.
And planting on trees, providing, picking. Yep.
Yeah.
Some of the game lands here are loaded with beavers. Interesting.
Yeah, and back in California, Pleasant Hill and Pacheco and Martinez, and then dumps out to the bay. And about, I guess it was about 15 years ago, beavers showed up down there near the bay portion, and they built some dams and stuff. Everybody's, oh, how cute, and everyone's watching stuff. Then they had a big rainstorm, flooded half of Martinez. Granted, It was just like this, but it just flooded all the streets and stuff. What's going on? They said, and the city council said, it's those beavers you didn't want us to remove. So all of a sudden they said, all right, we need to, you can take the dams down to a certain level, and and they wound up digging a bypass around it with some corrugated pipe around it, so that when the water gets so high, it flows around and the dam doesn't stop all the water. But, it still floods.
Yes, CB, you are so right. It is really scary. Like, how do you get in a car with a stranger and you don't have a friend to watch you when you're that passed out? I mean, I would say a quarter of the drivers are from this city working in New Jersey to Uber because it's good money for them.
Yeah.
And you have no idea who these people are. I mean, it's really sad. It really is sad.
That's why I don't leave home without protection. And I'm a Canadian.
We lost Gil.
I love to have the Marshmallow Man in the back seat. He could be like all the way in the back and hear conversations. Hey, that's the Marshmallow Man. You have a good all time.
Problem is, they get. I called an Uber; it's perfectly safe. Or I called your competitor, and it's perfectly safe. That's their mindset. It's like, well, they got to be safe if they're allowed to drive.
Yeah. No. I want to be smart. I always had a designated driver. I never put myself in sticky situations either. I was smart. I seriously had a friend though that was roofied one night. We all lived near a college campus, and so we would always party in the college town. And she lived on campus or close to campus, and she would just walk home from the bar. Well, she was roofied one night and woke up at her house and didn't know how she got there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't know what happened.
I've had a
during the night.
Mm-hmm. What'd you say, Marshmallow Man?
I've had a few of those nights where I couldn't remember how I got home, but I can guarantee you it wasn't a roofie.
I tell you what, I was dancing in my car this week. I was fist pumping like they do at the Jersey Shore. They're like, wow, you're the best Uber guy I ever had. I'm like, I'll do anything for a tip.
Almost anything, Joe. Almost anything.
Yeah. And all of a sudden, Meatloaf came in my head.
I'd do anything for love.
For a tip, but I won't do that. Keep it crossbreeding. Yeah.
Well, I need to get down because I got to get up early and try to get something done in the garden before I got to go watch the kids.
Yeah. And I've been on for almost an hour and a half, so I'm going to get off here too. Thank you guys for coming to my live Wednesday night live Wine Down Wednesday. I didn't have any wine, but I did have a beer. Beer just was less acidy. It was great. So thank you guys for coming in. I really appreciate it. You know, if you are a member or have been a member in the past, continue your membership with us. I really appreciate it. And we will see you Friday. Or no, I'm not going to be here Friday. I'll have videos out. I'll have a video out on Friday. Keep watching, keep listening, and we will see you all next time. Bye, y'all.